All right, good evening, garden friends. Today we're going to actually be working in the vegetable garden because come to realize that while all of the vegetables are doing phenomenal, which I'll show you, um, this Georgia sun, I am trying to get ahead of the game. While all the plants require sun to be successful, with our garden being a full sun area, what we are going to be doing is creating individual shades for each of the beds to protect them from the heat of summer. When we get into the thick of our summer here, so that these guys can flourish without getting burnt, but still get the heat and filtered sun so that they are successful. So what Kevin is doing is he got 2x4s, cut them in half to make 2x2s. And we also got the shade cloth that has the gromulans in it that we are going to end up hooking the shade cloth up to the 2x2s. And one of the things that we're going to do is to have it on an angle to add that shade protection for it. So what Kevin is going to end up doing is getting the 2x2s into the bed so that we can then attach the shade cloth to allow protection for the vegetables. Now we got it measured. They're going to be 6 foot 2 inches tall, all the way around for the cloth. So he's going to go ahead and get those guys cut. One of the things that I'm going to end up doing is, like I said, I'll show you how well the garden is doing. My zucchini, I need to go ahead and get my crossbars set so I can start training it to climb up that for support. So let me go ahead and get that done. All right, guys, let's go into the garden so you can see how well everything is doing. Okay, this is my zucchini, and these guys were no bigger than maybe 2 inches tall when I planted these. They were not big. And the one thing that I learned is that you have a male and a female. And that's part of the reason why I got the marigolds in here, to attract pollinators so that they can pollinate the zucchini. The green peppers are doing well. I got green and red peppers. My big boy tomatoes are doing well. I'm going to do the TP for them to crawl up. And then that is my cherry tomatoes. And on my other cherry tomato, I have a tomato on it. These are my red and green onions that are just doing so well. Over here, we got my green beans that we're gonna start getting those guys trained up. This here is my garlic. And then I have my carrots back there. And then I have some more zucchini over here. We like zucchini because I make bread. I also make like a zucchini lasagna that is just fantastic. And then look, guys, look at the little cherry tomato. Then we have the Reaper pepper for Kevin. This is the Thai one that he said, yeah, the flavor's good, but it's not hot like he wants. And then I did plant some of my dwarf teddy bears back here. And then all in this area are my nasturtiums, because someone had said you plant those and they become the sacrificial plant where the bugs will not be eating your vegetables. This here is a heliotrope that I overwintered, and it took. Okay, these are my potatoes. Now, this is so weird. I turned the bag around because this was the back side of them, but I put potato eyes all around. But for some reason, these ones that were in the back are the ones that sprouted. So like I said, I turned it around, and maybe it was how, the sun was hitting it. So the potatoes are showing some life. And then we got watermelon in this one, because we're gonna be trying to grow it vertically. And these are the little tiny, I think they're called sugar babies. But look at the cantaloupe. The cantaloupe is doing well, and I only put, I think, 4 seeds, 2 seeds in each hole as it stated, but it's doing good. And then looky here, guys. Our granddaughters are gonna be so excited that we have strawberries that when they come over this weekend, a couple of them they'll be able to eat. And then the other fruit we got is a mulberry bush, and you can see it already has berries on it. So it was so funny that the grandkids said that we could take over the jungle gym area and do a garden as long as we had those things, those fruits that they wanted. So, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get my crossbars attached to the bamboo for my zucchini, while Kevin is building the spikes or pillars or whatever you want to call them for the shade cloth. All right, so Kevin has gotten them all cut down, and he is getting them positioned into the vegetable bed. I'm like so excited, because like I said, this heat, for vegetables, it ends up doing a number on it. And I think this will be very beneficial, and they will continue to flourish for us. So you're taking that like all the way down to the ground?
I want you to stand up to it. Well, we can get the hooks on. I can bring them up.
Before you get them stationary?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can just drive a bolt through.
Okay.
But not until you get the thing on.
Okay.
This will be easier to reach, and I won't have to use a ladder and all that.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. These are the hooks that we're going to use. I got them off Amazon. And the beauty of it is it has like a little latch to where we were not going to have to worry about the grommet coming out. Don't mind my hands. I was in the dirt. You're not a true gardener if your nails are all nice and clean. That's just my opinion. All right, garden friends, it's a new day. Because the garden tour was here. There were things that I did not get done, but I want to show you what we did get done. So we got the shade blockers up, and as I was stating, I was going to do the crossbars for my zucchini. Well, because these guys have gotten so big, what Kevin ended up doing was, let me turn this around so you can see it. All right, so what he ended up doing was he ended up drilling holes, good 6 inches down on the support 2x2s. And now we have these nice heavy duty support poles for the zucchini, for me to be able to tie the zucchini up onto, because when I was using the bamboo, these guys were not heavy enough. I did not think they were going to be heavy enough to support the zucchini because of how big they are getting. But guys, look at this. This is 2 weeks. Look how huge. And all of those pods down there for the zucchini. You know, and like I said, you got a male and a female. So hopefully the pollinators will be over here. I'm gonna have to keep these guys trimmed back, because that was the one thing that I had read, is the leaves that are on the ground, you clip those off. So more of the energy is going to producing the fruit. My peppers, I don't know if something's eating them or what, but they look kind of crinkly. But they got vegetables on them, you know, the beginning portions of it. My big boy tomatoes are doing good. I got those staked up. And then I found these guys on Amazon, and I love it because they're not choking the stem out of the tomatoes, but it's keeping it nice and secure. And as these guys climb up, I will continue to have the clips on them. Let's go over here. The green beans are almost there to where I can get those guys tied up. But I don't know. I don't know if something's eating them or what. You know, oh man. Wow, the leaves are just falling off. But looks like I do got beans on there, green beans stalks growing on there. So we'll just hope for the best of that. My garlic is doing well. My carrots have really grown. So I'm hoping those guys end up coming out really, really well. Oh, and then look, guys, my mulberry has fruit on them. So I know the grandkids will love that, because they definitely demolished the strawberries. And then look here, I got a couple of cherry tomatoes growing on here. I do have these zucchinis tied up, you know, so like I said, the goal is for the pollinators to come on over here and get to pollinating for me. And then look at this, guys. Look at my dwarf teddy bears. These were the ones that I started from seed that I thought they were not going to do anything, and they are doing fantastic. And then that is my heliotrope that I had overwintered. That's doing good. And then some more peppers and tomatoes. I've sort of given up on the spinach because it ended up bolting. Because like I said, we were having that weather of, you know, cool and then hot and then cool and then hot, and I just got confused. But the other thing that we did, yeah, something's eating these plants, but I'm getting new growth on them. So this here is the Carolina Reaper. And then this here is the Santaca, which is the Thai pepper. So we moved them over here because they were over there by these zucchini, and they were getting blocked out by the sun. So, and this is the thing, this is our first year doing a vegetable garden. So it is a lot of trial and error, you know, trying things out. So I'm not too disappointed. Oh God, let me show you guys this. The potatoes are doing so well, and I think me turning the container around was what I needed to do. So let me show you the potatoes. Look at those. They are doing really, really well. I put a layer of compost on it. Looks like I need to put some more on there. But they're doing really, really well. So I'm excited about having potatoes, see how they do in the grow bags. And then let me tell you a little bit about the shade cloth. because we are full sun. We were going to put it on an angle and decided not to, because when the sun comes up and it's sitting up here, we watched it, and the plants were not getting that direct sun that when the sun is up here that it would be beating down. It wasn't until it got over by our house that the sun started to hit the plants. Now, mind you, that is the most intense time of the day, but it's only 3 or 4 hours that these vegetables will be getting that intense sun. So that was part of the reason why we decided to change up how we were going to be putting the cloths for the vegetable garden. All right, guys. Well, thank you again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner, and I look forward to you checking out my next video.